Hi everyone, instead of a traditional newsletter, I wanted to do something a little bit different, and that's why I've made you a video newsletter this year.
Across the region, I have met with leaders from the haulage and logistics industry, visited Rodney Parade, judged and presented an award at the Asian Achiever Awards. I was blown away by the state-of-the-art ICC in Newport, a fantastic venue right on our doorstep, staging huge events and drawing in crowds from across the globe. Only recently I swapped politics for policing and spent a day on the beat with some of Gwent's finest, getting an insight into what life is like being on the thin blue line in southeast Wales. It was a pleasure to visit Tata Steel's Llanwern operation recently to discuss the challenges facing the industry and pledge my full support for the continuation of steel production in the UK. Whilst pleading poverty, the Welsh Government have underspent taxpayers' money.
That this is scandalous and that you returned £155 million to the Treasury when our hospitals, schools and local councils in Wales are under severe financial pressure.
One of my biggest passions is encouraging young people to get involved in politics, and it has been a huge honour to speak with students at schools across the area. One of the biggest issues we have been fighting for here in the Senedd has been for the sheer cost of 36 new members on the taxpayers.
So today I say to the Welsh Government, if you are so certain that these proposals will be better serve the people of Wales, give them a stronger voice. If you are certain that you won't promote one aspect of diversity over others, if you truly stand in front of me and believe that the people of Wales are content to see up to £100 million spent over the next 5 years on more politicians, then put the question to the people by way of referendum. This is the People's Senedd, so let the people of Wales decide.
Earlier in the summer, I attended the Royal Welsh Show and met with a number of people. Without a doubt, we need to do more to support the agricultural industry, as the Welsh Government has really let the industry down, and the Welsh Conservatives will always stand by our farmers. Closer to home, I was given the fantastic opportunity to visit one of Transport for Wales' depots and received an update on the South Wales Metro plans. As well as all that, I've been brushing up on my vital life-saving skills in the Senedd and managed to catch a glimpse of an impressive remembrance gown consisting of over 5,000 knitted and crocheted poppies. I've been working with a variety of charities in and outside of the Welsh Parliament and have attended countless community events. In the Senedd, I've been leading the fight against the Welsh Government's plans to introduce blanket 20 mph speed limits.
The Welsh Government has projected the cost of this rollout of 20 miles per hour all across Wales is going to be £32.5 million. Frankly, I can think of a multitude of ways and better things to spend taxpayers' money on here in Wales than this. Businesses that rely on road haulage and delivery vans, already badly hit by the increase in cost of fuel, face further unnecessary expense due to this Welsh Government policy. Deputy Minister, you were asked if motorists across Wales should expect to see road charges introduced. Again, your response was, and I quote, yes.
I recently headed to London in my role as Shadow Minister for Transport and Technology and met with YouTube, TikTok and Twitter. We talked all things social media, online safety and opportunities within the tech industry, as part of my plan to create more opportunities for the residents of South East Wales and the rest of the country. Recently, I was honoured to be the representative of the United Kingdom on a trip to Israel as a delegation formed by the European Future Leaders Network. It was an incredible experience, and I was fortunate to visit the Gaza border, the Perez Centre for Pace and Innovation, the Knesset, and speak with newly elected members. Alongside that, I met with soldiers from the Iron Dome, and I was able to speak to residents living on the border with Gaza. As it was Remembrance Weekend, I was also asked to lay down a wreath in memory of all the men, women and children who sadly lost their lives during the Holocaust. It was a huge honour to welcome Rishi Sunak to Monmouthshire during his leadership campaign, and as one of his supporters, I am thrilled he is now our leader and the country's Prime Minister. In September, the country went into mourning following the sad passing of Her Majesty the Queen after an incredible 70-year reign.
On behalf of myself and all of the residents in South East Wales, the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth, I would like to thank Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II for her lifetime of dedicated and devoted service.
Alongside my Welsh Conservative colleagues, I travelled to London to see the Queen lying in state and pay my final respects. Shortly after that, we welcomed the King and Queen Consort to the Welsh Parliament, and despite the incredibly sad circumstances, it was a privilege to talk to them about all the things that we have achieved in South East Wales and the plans for the future. May Her Majesty rest in peace. Her memory will live on in our hearts forever. Thank you for everything, Mum, and God save the King.
I'd like to wish you and your loved ones a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.